and over 50 people were behind bars, that is for violating curfew guidelines, and over 60 vehicles also are impounded because they were also the passengers there, the drivers didn't respect curfew. So security was tight downtown. Yes, some businesses had to close a bit early, transport was hard, but now let's move to the venue and the actual event that happened at Kolo Ceremonial Grounds.
Well, of course, Robert, you may have interest in the event, but the true existence of that event is anchored in very different things. For example, decisiveness of a country. This country went through a process of an election that had its own challenges, but also it had its own credits. And no wonder up till today we have a new president. On Wednesday, it was when the President of the Republic of Uganda took oath of office to lead yet us in another 5 years. The question is, what does this mean? We have learned over time, because we are still under one political party up till today at least, we have learned over time that every 5 years there's another theme of governance that the government will guide government in terms of how they have studied the situation and how we get closer to the dreams or the vision of a country like Uganda. Uganda, as a matter of fact, still faces challenges as a third world country and that are common to any other in terms of health, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of employment, in terms of politicking, and that can be broken down in terms of democracy, policy, implementation, and enforcement. You know, now with these problems, a country like Uganda will need a visionary leader, and I must add that as a matter of fact, because the kind of politics we play, or we have been playing, determines everything else. And I want to say that again. The way political systems are chosen, for example, there are different political systems, and how they are put in application will affect every other aspect of society. And that's when you can be able to determine how a country's health system will grow, how a country's infrastructure system or communication system will grow, just to mention but a few. What am I saying? The swearing in of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was a principal implementation of where we should be. It comes in a time where we see the ushering into play of the National Development Plan 3. It comes into play when we are drawing closer to the visions that have been promised by the government as Vision 2025, Vision 2040, you know. It comes in a time while we're still struggling with a big mob of youth who are lethal weapons actually, in terms of who handles them or who is dealing with them. They are lethal, depending where you want to place them. It comes in a time where we are dealing with different regional insecurities, you know. But it also comes in a time when so many people in Uganda have started rethinking whether or not they still want to continue with supporting the current government or not. And the same was evidenced in the most recent election. For example, you saw in the Uganda region what happened in terms of parliamentary representation, and that also trickles down to speak about issues of popularity of the party. And there are a lot of questions that linger, because we had this discussion before the swearing in, and we're trying to preempt His Excellency's speech in terms of what he will deal with. And his only acknowledgement was that the elections are over, let's get down to work.
Just get down.
That's what he said in terms of politics. But we need to build confidence in Ugandans, Robert.
Did you see, when you talk about building confidence in Ugandans, in his inaugural speech, did you see it address these issues? Because it was a threefold. It had looking at what is happening in Uganda for the locals, it had the East Africa or Africa, then the international community. But what we expected to hear, was it part of that?
Yes. His Excellency's speech was spot on, I'll tell you. And time and again I'll make this statement that the problems of Uganda are no longer pain in unison. they're no longer unilateral. When we have a problem and Kenya is closing out Ugandan maize, it ceases to be a farmer, Chirabo of Kanungu's problem. It becomes a regional problem because government is losing revenue, Kenyans maybe are not getting food and all these kind of things. But what impressed me in all these things is that as a country, we have started appreciating the value of our own effort for purposes of national building. And this was what His Excellency's message was about, 1++. And this should be the mind, henceforth, to even all our viewers out there. We must create solutions for our problems as families, and let's start actually with individuals, as Chirabo, as Felix, as create solutions for your problems. As families, you must create solutions for your problems. As societies, as communities, and later on as a country, we must.
Well, we've tried to dissect some of the main events that happened throughout the week. We've not forgotten the floods also that have affected a couple of people, more so our brothers and sisters in a park, where at such a time many have chosen the highway, that is Moroto-Soroti Highway, to camp there as they wait for government aid to see them through. So much happened. Yes, we're under a term, according to the NRM manifesto, which is securing our future as Ugandans. A couple of challenges face this term, where we see the high population of unemployed youth. I remember the president talked about the ghetto youth and the package he has for them. We hope this tokenism will help in fighting poverty, but also the many programs that are put in place. More so now we are seeing that is the parish development model, the EMIOGA as well, not forgetting that is the Youth Livelihood Fund that is going to be trickling down. On the side of peace, yes, this we expect that the government that has managed to handle this for the last 35 years will continue. Even when he said, Africans, we can defend ourselves if you work together and work together in the right direction. Well, we'll take a break, and of course we'll be giving you more of what is happening at Maya Nature Resort, where you meet nature at its fullest. Oh, the monkeys have gone. Okay, let me go and look for my brothers and sisters, do some feeding, of course, and enjoy nature. We'll return shortly, and we'll be taking you around this place.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda. This is Good Morning Uganda.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*4#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we learn, because it's those things that bring us close together.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field couldn't be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite show.
My radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications Commission.
When you talk about our motherland Uganda, the pearl of Africa, you cannot fail to smile because of the smile that fills the faces of the citizens. Our nice good weather and nature that sustains us all, that enables us all to continue each in their own way because we are all different even according to each individual's work. But what joins us to become one person is the sweetness from the flavored drink Alleluia Jingati drink and Alleluia Tamarind drink. The flavor that quenches your thirst while at the same time treating and healing your body because it is 100% natural. Enjoy the drink that has got the tamarind juice in it. Made by Alleluia Reflexology, Healthy Solutions and Nutritional Research Center Limited. Get yourself a bottle of Alleluia from all shops around.
The Teacher Management Information System, TMIS, is one of the innovations the Ministry of Education and Sports has rolled out to have all teachers register online. This is in line with the spirit of the National Teacher Policy to professionalize the teaching profession and the Ministry's effort to collate teacher data in a single database for better teacher management. Join us as we host officials of the Ministry of Education and Sports to discuss the Teacher Management Information System. The show is sponsored by the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, under the Norwegian Teacher Initiative in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports.
From the makers of Tender Sisters, we bring you Uganda's first spectacular medical drama, J. Rose. Their job is to keep you and me healthy and well. But sometimes they try in vain. They too are humans who fall in and out of love.
So what? I hate you with all the blood. Leave now before you make a complete fool out of yourself.
All this and more in J. Rose, Uganda's pioneer medical drama.
Hello and welcome to the backstage of this generation where the young and restless face the bold and beautiful.
It has been a very interesting journey.
First of all, people are noticing that comedy is a funny way of being serious.
You want to get a glimpse of Uganda's future through the eyes of the youth? You can with myself Drago on Chilling. That's every Sunday evening on UBC television.
Food is more than just a great meal. It's even better when it's prepared with art. The Big Kitchen. Brought to you by...
Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. You know why? Because God created marriage, and God never creates failure, and God never designs anything to fail. Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. Is your marriage struggling and you're wondering whether it will ever succeed, whether you will ever make it, whether it's even worth holding on to? You got to tune into Unlocking Marital Bliss, because right here we provide the keys to unlock the bliss in your marriage, and you will be able to succeed. We've had testimonies, and lives are changing day by day.
Marriage must be a discipline. It must not be handled like a casual thing.
As women, when we have the outward expression, even our form of respect is tied to the outward things that you do.
Some women now have working class. They don't know how to handle their husbands because the marriage has become like question and answer marriage. Do you have any tea? Don't you have hands to prepare it? Why have you come back late? Did I take your blanket? It's question and answer marriage.
Not any other place, but every Sunday, 3 p.m., right here at UBC, with the one and only Cyrus Rod, not any other.
Unlocking marital bliss.
Hello and welcome to the backstage of this generation where the young and restless face the bold and beautiful.
It has been a very interesting journey.
First of all, people are noticing that comedy is a funny way of being serious.
You want to get a glimpse of Uganda's future through the eyes of the youth? You can with myself Drago on Chilling. That's every Sunday evening on UBC television.
From the makers of Tender Sisters, we bring you Uganda's first spectacular medical drama, J. Rose. Their job is to keep you and me healthy and well. But sometimes they try in vain. They too are humans who fall in and out of love.
So what? I hate you with all the blood. Leave now before you make a complete fool out of yourself.
All this and more in J. Rose, Uganda's pioneer medical drama.
Dr. Daniel, Lumu 003 is an emergency.
Is there anything to show that it is an emergency?
Unfortunately, they are poor. Yet they know this is a government hospital.
On that note, I advise they call the president to come and treat them.
Dr. Daniel, you should get serious. It's not a presidential responsibility. It's ours. So, you have to apply humanity.
Humanity.
Dr. Daniel, an emergency in room 001.
Thank you. This is what they call an emergency language. So, excuse me. Oh, sister.
Brother.
What is wrong? Why are you crying?
Mommy is dead.
Gigi?
Mommy is dead.
When? What happened?
I brought you here for medication. Those doctors refuse to work on
corruption, killing our economy. Corruption is an evil. I work here. Why didn't you tell me?
Dr. Daniel, it is not about telling you. The problem is, they did not have a bribe.
kusibwa tuwonya gwanga lyaffe obuli bwenguzi corruption bulwadde bumala w'eggwanga.
The Teacher Management Information System, TMIS, is one of the innovations the Ministry of Education and Sports has rolled out to have all teachers register online. This is in line with the spirit of the National Teacher Policy to professionalize the teaching profession and the Ministry's effort to collate teacher data in a single database for better teacher management. Join us as we host officials of the Ministry of Education and Sports to discuss the Teacher Management Information System. The show is sponsored by the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, under the Norwegian Teacher Initiative in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Sports.
Dr. Daniel? Room 003 is an emergency.
Is there anything to show that it is an emergency?
Unfortunately, they are poor. Yet they know this is a government hospital.
On that note, I advise they call the president to come and treat them.
Dr. Daniel, you should get serious. It's not a presidential responsibility. It's ours. So you have to apply humanity.
Humanity.
Dr. Daniel, an emergency in room 001.
Thank you. This is what they call an emergency language. So, excuse me. Oh, sister.
Brother.
What is wrong? Why are you crying?
Mommy is dead.
Hey, Gigi?
Mommy is dead.
When? What happened?
I brought you here for medication. Those
This is Good Morning Uganda.
Feeding the monkeys. Yeah, I mean, they were very, very interesting. It's actually a white and black. In its fur, it has white and black, but then it's a Polus monkey.
Yeah.
Now, the beauty or the interesting fact about this Polus monkey is Polobus monkey. Yes.
Polobus.
It has no thumbs on its fingers, so it doesn't have where you do have the nails. No, it just has half the fingers that we human beings have. Now, that is the reason as to why you see them majorly on ground. They don't go so high in the trees. They'll just stick on the lower branches of any given tree, and then they'll just be around all over the place, looking for a banana to eat. Breakfast, lunch, supper, sneaking and stealing your food if you go to any of those places. And you can best find them here in Maya Nature Resort. Now, one of the places that they can be found, you can find them at Budongo Forest. If you're a traveler, try out Budongo Forest. Even Mabira Forest is actually very near, just on Ginger Highway Road. You can get them there. Even when you go to Chibale National Park, you can also find the white and black polo bass monkey species there.
Even Queen Elizabeth, actually.
Even Queen Elizabeth.
Along the road, when you are going there, they're just always, they're welcoming you. Yes.
So Molan and I have been taking a nature walk here at Maya Nature Resort, and we just wanted to give you a feel of the property and how it looks like, and just to let you see in the far back there, that is the conference hall. So it covers as many people as you can accommodate. They have the space for you here at Maya Nature Resort. Of course, you did enjoy the fountain, the dancing fountain at Maya Nature Resort. Now, which is located strategically for people who have functions. Concert people, you want to do a concert getaway, come to Maya Nature Resort. They do have great seating. The gardens can actually be viewed from the concert stage that is also in our background there. Then obviously look at the nature. Molen and I were having a battle of the clouds.
Yeah. This place has, you know, the fact that it is on the hill, so you find that the clouds, you're easy to see how low they are. They are low clouds. Like you could literally touch them.
I can't touch it.
You can't. You can't.
So please don't.
Obviously you can't. But I mean, from the view here, they appear lower than they actually are supposed to be, because it's kind of amazing for me. And then also take a look at the forest we have here.
Yes,
really,
they do have
100%
a nature forest.
Nature.
Yeah.
100%. There are no
the tall trees that create that canopy that brings in the shade and just preserves all of life within the trees. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So today is a good day for you to come to Mayan Nature Resort. Tomorrow, Saturday, is a good day for you to drop by. Even Sunday, they surely will be expecting you.
Perfect weekend.
3 days of public holiday.
Getaway.
Compulsory public holiday.
Yeah. You can enjoy yourself here. It's an amazing
What's your
place.
favorite food?
You know, we need to test out their food here.
No, what is your favorite food? That matters, because
so that I can know.
Be a Wombo chick.
I like fish.
You like fish?
I like seafood. I like seafood.
You like seafood?
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you that I have been to their kitchen. Their restaurant is a state-of-the-art restaurant, and they have exotic foreign chefs. Okay.
Wow.
So they can do for you the seafood, seaweed.
Like the salmon.
Bring the sea and put it on your plate.
I like the salmon.
Yeah, but their fish here is actually very, very tasty. It's one of their best-selling dishes here.
Wow.
The fish. Yeah.
Wow.
So I will definitely sponsor you the fish at the restaurant.
Thank you. Okay, I'll have to take you up on that.
Okay, so allow us go take a nature walk. More of that here. We get to enjoy the landscape. Now it's on a hill, and there is the valleys. There is a playground right in the back for soccer lovers. Now I know the lesser form of football is futsal, also known as five-a-side. So you can come with your boys, you can come with your girls, and actually enjoy the pitch here. It is a full-fledged pitch, and you can come and have your 90 minutes here every single Saturday. I know my friends. Aloysius, good morning to you. You and your boys can come here and enjoy a football match.
Even the girls can join in.
And do what? Netball.
Yeah, you can even do football as well. I did netball for sure. I did and I was good at it.
I will be honest, I did netball.
I'll also be happy to bring my girls around and do that.
I did netball and it hit my wrist. I said, yeah, goodbye. Yeah, so we can attempt maybe golf. Perhaps it's just a matter of standing and then you do.
Oh, it has techniques. You can't just attempt
it. Has techniques.
You need to really learn.
It's a sport for a purpose.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I need to learn, you know.
You need to learn something. You need to learn a sport.
Yeah.
Good. We have Ruben Pima Chivirango on sports the other side, somewhere in this vast property. He is in Maya Nature Resort with us this morning and is going to be giving us sports updates. As you know, now I think we do have about 2 remaining matches on most of the European leagues, but even here locally, we do have the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, and the competition has been a good and healthy competition this season. He's going to be taking us through that. Of course, National Basketball League is also going to be having some games this weekend. So he's going to be giving us a little bit of this and that in the world of sports. Ruben Pima Chivirango, good morning to you. He's
in the meantime,
somewhere.
I think after here we
have
should.
to go and look for him.
I'm saying there was a border in the.
We get on the border and go look for him.
I can ride. I can ride and
my security.
No,
my security is very important.
There is enough space here. I mean, it's good to just ride around.
That is true.
I'll be happy to give you a ride. You know. It's
okay, so let's go and try out netball as you said, but then we leave it to Ruben Pima to tell us more about the world of sports on Good Morning Uganda.
Thanks so much, Priscilla Naroga, and of course the team. Have enjoyed myself here being at Maya Nature Resort. I think nature has really prevailed. Those who have watched the monkeys, we've been moving around. Yes, I've had some good time. with my colleagues here. And of course, I've connected to the nature. The monkeys have been around, moving with us. Anyway, I will not take you far because Jageda is in the studio, take you through the Pan-African Friday. I've got to give you sports and vacate as soon as I can. Anyway, my name is Ruben once again. Good to have you on the show. I will start from home, where we have games in the league, in the local league, that is at the Uganda Super League. Maida will take on Busoga United. We will have SC against Vipers. That's a good game that will be in Bombo. I talked to Sean, the CEO of Villa, yesterday, and he said that the Villa players, the troops are ready to take on Vipers. Then Bull will take on Bright Stars. Wakiso Giants will take on Kitara. Express FC Square Pass Motomoto will take on UPDF. Then we'll have URA against Police. That will be at 4 p.m. on Saturday, that is tomorrow. Then Embarrassed will take on Onduparaka, and on Sunday, KCCA, the Kasasuro Boys, will take on Chetume. That will be in the local league. As the table stands, URA still leads the summit. Vipers lying second, and Express are lying third. So anything that the two teams, if they make a mistake on that top of the table, the two teams, that is Vipers and URA, Express might be in for the big title. Well, away from that, let's cross over to England, where we'll have a couple of games also played in England. Where are the games in England? I'm looking for the games, Edmond. We'll have games. First, the Premier League will resume tomorrow. Burnley will take on Leeds United. That will be at 2:30 p.m. Then Southampton will take on Fulham at 5. And Brighton will take on West Ham at 10 p.m. That is tomorrow. In the Bundesliga, Gladbach will take on Stuttgart. We'll have Bayer Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena take on Union Berlin. Then Freiburg will take on Bayern Munich. We'll have Hertha Berlin against Cologne. Schalke will take on Frankfurt, Augsburg against Werder Bremen, and Armenia Bielefeld will take on, that is Hoffenheim. In Italy, Genoa will take on Atalanta, Spezia against Torino, Juventus will take on Inter. That's a good derby. Yes, Inter against Juventus. That's a very good game. Andre Pirlo has a test against Antonio Conte. So we'll be entertaining ourselves with that game. Then Roma will take on Lazio in the Rome derby. There are two derbies here. The derby di Madonna, that is if it's the derby. Juve against Inter Milan. Then the Rome derby at the Stadio Olimpico, we'll have Roma take on Lazio. That will be at 9:45 p.m. Then in the French League 1, we have Bordeaux against Lens. Then Dijon will take on Nantes. We'll have Lille against Saint-Etienne. Lorient will take on Metz. Then Olympique Marseille will take on Angers. Montpellier will take on Brest. Monaco against Renault. Then Nice will take on Strasbourg. Nîmes will take on Olympique Lyon, and PSG will take on Reims. That will be in the French League 1. Well, I've got to go to NBA basketball. We had games played this morning. The Knicks did beat the Spurs. That was 102-98. We had the Bulls beat the Raptors. That was 114-102. Then the Grizzlies did beat the Kings, 116-110. The Wolves lost to the Nuggets. That was 114-103. We had the Suns beat the Blazers. That was 118-117. Then also we had the Hornets lose the Lakers, the Clippers. That was 113-90. The Pacers did lose the Bucks. That was 142-133. The Hawks did beat the Magic. That's Orlando Magic. That was 116-93. Then the Miami Heat beat the 76ers. That was 106-94. And the Knicks also beat the Spurs. That was 102-98. The Bulls beat the Raptors. That was 114-102. That is the sports for you. But of course, games to look out for tomorrow. We'll have the two derbies in Italy. That is Juventus against Inter. Then Rome will take on Lazio. That will be in the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. I've got to go. Jagena is in studio 2, waiting to take you through with Mututa and Akola Mazima. What do we have to discuss this morning? Maybe they'll tell you. They have a lot for you. And UPC, Uganda's UPC is not doing well. Anyway, politics aside, we are now into the new term. That is the next 5 years of the NRM government. So let's all work for the good of the government. Let's not try to be corrupt, guys. Let's be patriotic enough. Let's try to respect the fact that not our. Let's respect our country and have the very best. Now, I was going to say our party, but then I said, no, not our. Let's look at government at large and do what the president expects from us as citizens, and those who are in places of those who are in hierarchy places, you need to do what you're supposed to do. Don't be corrupt. Corruption is very bad. It takes the country back to the ages, to the dark days. So let's utilize the funds we have and take our country forward. Good morning.
This is Good Morning Uganda. Introducing Cleveland Hill Day and Boarding Primary School, located in Chebando, Chisalusalu, along Bukoto Roundabout, 2 kilometers from Kalere at the Northern Bypass, on your way to Chisasi. This is a world-class standard school with the most qualified teachers that will turn your child into a world changer. We have a fully stocked library, a balanced diet for the children, a calm environment suitable for learning, and pocket-friendly school fees. Registration for P1 to P6 is ongoing, and second term is starting on 6th April 2021. Call us on 0774 950 277 or 0705 861 262 for more information. Cleveland Hill Day and Boarding Primary School. The Lord is my shepherd.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149